Welcome back to Fish Tank.
Welcome back.
We're playing Hiveswap Friendsim Volume 5.
That's...
Are you doing the narration or shall I?
Go ahead.
Okay, walking! You sure are doing a lot of it recently. Back on Earth, you never got near this amount of exercise. You are gonna be so in shape when this is over.
That's
Provided...
me this summer.
Yeah, not me. I'm like, look, I have a fridge at my fingertips at all times. Provided you still have all your limbs attached and your bones uncrushed. You could probably come up with safer ways to travel, a taxi or some sort of bus system, but you don't have any money and you can't read signs.
Can't read signs.
Me neither. Also, you are routinely covered in blood and bruises. So walking it is. Tired as you are, your feet still carry you towards...
Friendship?
Friendship.
Who's that guy?
Who's this guy?
That Pokemon?
There's no clues. This guy looks sketchy AF. Let's do him. Or her. Or they. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with they. As usual, the streets are hopping, just bouncing around like an overactive bunny rabbit on an Easter morning. Up ahead at an intersection of streets is some kind of night market. Well, every market on Alternia is a night market. As previously stated, you are broke, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of window shopping. Who knows what kind of awesome stuff you'll find. You can learn a lot about a culture from their stores. You are so intent on thinking positive thoughts that you are nearly at the market before you realize that quite a few people are coming towards you in the opposite direction. Some of them are running, actually. And screaming.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's always a great sign. Looks likely that something has gone down, violence-wise. It's not a stampede. You aren't in any danger of being trampled, and the street is wide enough to just step aside and let the crowd pass by. Or it would be. You get a brief, furtive glance of a pair of focused yellow eyes under a low-pulled hood. Then a hand grabs yours so tightly the tips of your fingers go numb. With a rough yank, you are pulled into the flow of the crowd. The troll girl who has a hold of you speaks quickly and quietly. You have to lean your head in close to hear.
Okay, it's she.
It's you.
What sort of voice are we thinking?
Oh. I feel like this is a person who, like, loud whispers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, are we thinking, like, deeper voice, too?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
We are on a date. You're my mate sprite, or my Moriel, whatever you want. We're just a normal couple, out for a night on the town. Is that okay, or should I do something different?
I think that's fine.
It's just, like, kind of stuttery, it's a thing. You got some weird, like, static on your end. I don't know if you're picking up on that.
I'm not.
Okay, cool. We're going to catch a movie, get some soft serve grub cream. You feel me? It just seems, like, shady and pushy.
Yeah, it seems kind of shady and pushy. I feel like this is the start of a spy movie or something like that. Like, maybe not, like, threatening, but maybe, like, I know shit you don't, you know?
Well, I was thinking more like they're gonna initiate you into a gang. Probably sells drugs.
I think they're trying to go undercover for whatever's being scary to other people.
Yeah, maybe. Wow.
Okay. What are we gonna do? Play along and hold hands? We're holding hands!
Holding hands.
Although we're not looking for a mate sprite or a Morale.
Morale? I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced. Just can't read.
I don't think reading's the issue. I think it just is not an actual word, and so we don't know how to pronounce it. Your heart beats so hard you can feel it in the back of your throat. You adjust your grip a little to make your hand easier to hold. In response, you get a squeeze like she's thanking you. You match her pace, a surprisingly difficult feat considering how short she is. Behind you, people are still shouting. What the heck happened back there?
Oh, she was the cause of... Someone died.
You figured that. But that's not exactly rare for Alternia, is it? You've seen way more dead people here in the last couple days than you've seen throughout your entire life on your planet. You tell the troll girl you thought it was just kind of normal here.
Normal, sure. When low bloods get killed, natural order of things, right? But with high bloods, it's different.
Oh.
Personally, I don't give a shit about natural order. Doesn't matter what the job is. I'll take it. Yeah, she
She's
killed him.
assassin. That's cool.
She just drop that bomb on anybody she meets. Like, hey,
I
I'm
guess
taking
so.
cover. Here's exactly what I'm doing.
Well, we're an alien, so like, you know.
Oh, so she's just a freak like that.
Yeah, probably. Oh. Oh, so a high blood is dead. And you are currently holding hands with the troll who did that dirty deed. She chose you to help her lay low, i.e., she made you her accomplice, i.e., you are now her friend.
Oh, that's how it works, right?
Helping someone carry out a cold-blooded murder is a super friendly thing to do. What had she called you? Her mate sprit? Is it mate sprit? Mate
I
sprit?
always think it's mate sprite in my head, but it's missing that last T, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just, like, chronically
Sprit?
mispronounced it in my head.
Mate sprit's fine. You aren't sure what that is, but it sounds great. You ask her what you should call her.
My name's Palupa. Palupa. My name's Palupa.
Polypa, I think.
Palupa. Yeah, Palupa. Fight me. But there's no reason to go throwing it around. Let's not talk at all.
Okay. You want to point out that it won't look like a very convincing date if you're just walking in silence, but that would require talking. And she told you not to do that.
We're so obedient.
Yeah, we're such a good friend all the time. A trio of the spiky robots go marching by, drones or whatever. Their big, ugly heads swivel back and forth like they're looking for someone. Polypa doesn't say anything and she keeps her eyes forward, but she goes as sharp as a laser, every muscle in her body tensing.
Are lasers sharp? I think lasers are typically straight lines, right? Which would mean that they're actually the opposite of sharp because they have no corners.
Shut up! You feel it through her hand. Her fingers tighten on yours until the drones disappear into the crowd. She yanks you around the corner into a smaller alley connecting two roads. There's nothing here but a pothole and a couple of dumpsters.
It's you. You're the dumpsters. Hold on a minute. Hold up a minute. I'm not very consistent with this voice.
Motherfucking, okay. Her hoodie has a symbol on the front of it, two overlapping gold ovals. Most trolls seem to have a symbol designating their blood color on them somewhere. This means she's a gold blood, right? But
No.
then Polypa yanks the sweatshirt over her head, and underneath she's wearing a tank top emblazoned with a symbol in olive green. It looks a little like a cat. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Her horns are different than it looked initially.
Yeah, I think that's part of the disguise.
She tosses the sweatshirt into the nearest dumpster and kicks a button on the side. A whoosh accompanied by the sulfury stink of immolation. Note to self, don't go dumpster diving in Alternia. Polypa grabs your hand again as you head back out to the street. With her other hand, she works the tie out of her hair, shaking it out of its ponytail, letting it fall in thick, sweaty clumps against her neck. Cute.
Just like me.
Just like me. Next, she reaches up and takes part of her right horn off. Wait. No, it was just a little bit of veneer, an artificial bit to cover up a notch in the chitin. What are all these random wardrobe changes about?
Bitch just killed somebody. What do you think?
We're not super bright in this game.
No, we're not.
You wonder until you actually begin to listen to some of the conversations happening around you and check out the big billboard-sized screens mounted on roofs every few blocks. Seems like the rumor mill is already going hard. Apparently a well-respected Violet Blood is dead, killed in public in full view of witnesses by a gold blood girl with a ponytail. Oh, a Violet Blood. That's aiming pretty high.
Yeah. It's like
Wow.
second to the top.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. She's a badass.
Yeah.
Wow. You are really dealing with a professional here.
I need to find somewhere to lay low until the heat turns down. I mean, we both do, since you're my associate now, not friend. I had contact waiting, but I don't know what happened to her. It's possible she got spooked.
Fuck her. I won't get spooked. I care about friendship more than I care about my own life.
You gonna get spooked, bitch? Got any ideas for likely hideouts? I'm not from around here.
You wonder what in the world make her think you have any idea what's going on ever.
We sure as hell don't.
We don't. She keeps giving you sharp looks as if she is gradually catching on to just who she has chosen to recruit. You want her to understand that no matter how busted you look, you are an amazing friend and co-conspirator.
She's like, shit, I fucked up.
Shit.
Well?
Oh, here's your chance. What do you propose?
Catch a movie.
Oh, Polypa's mouth twitches.
You're a little distracted, huh?
No, I keep getting taken in the story. I'm like, what's gonna happen next? And I'm expecting it to tell me, and it does, but I'm supposed to read it.
Oh.
Polypa's mouth twitches. It could just be a muscle spasm, but you like to think it's a smile of approval and burgeoning camaraderie.
Yeah, I guess we could. That's what people do on dates, right? Oh no, she's gonna fall in love with us.
Look at those
It's been a-
forearms.
Right? Damn. It's
Just
been a
murder
while.
us.
I haven't seen a movie in forever.
We don't have any money.
Ever. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Let's do it. This is gonna fuck up.
I don't have any money. She
I don't have
squeezes your
any
hand.
money.
I don't have any money. Bitch, get off the floor. Go hard.
Go hard. Oh, it's like that one Vine where it's like, yeah, I have 69 cents in the bank, and the person's like, you know what that means? And the person's like, I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets. And yeah, anyways.
She squeezes your hand. You would have thought holding hands for so long would get sweaty and uncomfortable. You are certainly nervous enough, but her skin is surprisingly cool. With a couple of exceptions, all of your new friends have been literally cold-blooded. Also metaphorically for a few of them. But you aren't going to judge them for their lifestyle choices. That isn't your place as a friend. I've watched people literally murder other people, but that's their choice. Regardless, your point is, it's kind of nice holding hands, even if it is under completely false murder pretenses.
Come on, there's probably a theater in here. There. Everywhere.
Everywhere. Makes sense. You aren't from around here, and you don't think Polypa is either, because she said so. But you can always recognize them all when you see one. Stores and escalators and fountains full of slimy wall water. That's probably been in there for years.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Cute. The biggest difference between this and an Earth Mall is that there doesn't seem to be anyone working at any of these stores. Everything is automated.
Convenient.
Convenient. That and the top floors appear to be reserved for high bloods.
Prejudiced.
Remember when I wrote that fanfiction and I said the top floors were reserved for high bloods, and now I'm being validated?
Which one? Is that Caffeine High?
Yeah.
Well, that was a pretty popular one. Maybe the people who wrote this were reading all up on your fan fictions.
I don't think it was that popular, and if it was, I'm super flattered, but I don't think that's the case. I think that's just a thing people in power do. I like the high places. I'm gonna have the high places. They do that.
That's true. That's true. If I mentioned coffee, we'll see.
Okay. Polypa is still holding onto your hand. Gosh, it's like you really are on a real date. This is very, very friendly. As far as you know, you have never been on a date with an assassin before. You can't read the showtimes and descriptions and you don't have any money, but Polypa chooses the movie and pays for you both. She tosses a couple of coins into a slot and the machine spits out 2 tickets. You don't see any soft-serve grub cream, but you are a little too queasy from mingled nerves and excitement currently to deal with anything called grub cream. To be honest.
to be honest.
You do, however, stop for a bag of buttery exploded kernels at the concession stand. I like how she's not sitting in the seat. I also like that the seats are, like, hideous.
Sounds about right, honestly.
Yeah. The theater you follow Polypo into isn't crowded, but you still feel every pair of eyes settling on you as you walk up the steps. Your heart pounds and sweat slides down the back of your neck. You are just positive everyone can see right through you to this deeply controversial cross-species matchup you got going here. Even worse, Polypo takes a seat weirdly close to the only other group in here. Man, awkward.
She's gonna kill them.
Murder them, Polypo.
Murder.
The movie starts playing. Apparently in Alternia, there aren't any trailers before movies. Kind of a bummer. If you are going to be stuck here, you want to know what hot new summer blockbusters you have to look forward to. But just reading the titles would take the entire time.
Right, yeah.
I still like that piece of little trivia.
Yeah. Or there's that one comic where it's like the soulmate is the first thing you read on, like, on your skin, like the first thing they say to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, what movie are you watching? And then Dave just runs out of the bathroom just fucking covered in words. No.
Surprisingly, the movie turns out to be a romantic comedy. You expected Polypo to choose a thriller or a horror movie. From what you can glean of the plot, it's about a beautiful young Jadeblood who gets involved with a visiting Blueblood and their servant, a big, bumbling bronze. The portrayal of Lowblood strikes you as vaguely offensive. They grunt and fall down a lot.
Just like me.
Yeah. The caverns look a lot fancier than you remember from the time you hung out with Bronya. Just a lot bigger and a little more glittery. The main character spends a lot of time pulling a jeweled comb through her lustrous hair. The dialogue is kind of incoherent, and you don't just think it's because you are unfamiliar with the cultural context. It also doesn't help that Polypo keeps up a running commentary throughout. The ban on conversation has apparently been lifted.
So this is like a Bollywood movie then, right?
I feel like she would be the kind of person who would talk through a movie.
Yeah. I can't believe they added in the mistaken identity storyline. So unnecessary. Quit drinking your water. Also, black rum is so boring in comedies. There's no punch to it. I can't believe how bad this is. I don't remember the book being this garbage, but I read it a long time ago. My taste may have just been worse back then.
That's exactly how I feel about The Time Traveler's Wife. Every time I see a trailer to that movie, I'm like, I do not remember getting this from the book at all. But I was also like 15.
Yeah. No, I know I've read some like really trashy like vampire stories and shit back in the day, because that's the type of person I was.
I read a lot of trashy vampire stuff.
Yeah.
I read a lot of good vampire stuff too.
Yeah, there's some good vampire stuff. There's some trashy stuff. Trashy werewolves, trashy
trash. Blood and chocolate.
Now you just find the fan fiction and read that for free, and you're like, I can still indulge
yeah,
in this trash.
It never really goes away.
No.
You are looking at her in a whole new light. She shrugs, possibly a little self-conscious.
What? You think I've been an assassin since I pupated?
Yes. I used to have I was reading it. Go on.
I used to have a blog for relationship advice and stuff like that.
What if Carcat met her?
They would be friends. Of course, I was just messing around. I didn't know anything beyond what I read online.
I bet Carcat read her blog.
Probably. He would.
Yeah, he would. Two characters are kissing on screen. You have no idea who they are. You were way more interested in the fact that Polypo has decided to tell you her life story in the back of a movie theater. The deep blue light from a scene in the brooding caverns washes over her, making her look noble and sad. You are entranced.
It didn't last, though. I wonder if, like, Olive Bloods have this romance kind of theme to them. You know what I mean? Because, like, I think a lot of people thought, like, with the heart powers thing, but Dirk didn't really have, like, necessarily an interest in romance aside from his personal romantic entanglements.
Yeah, I feel like, though, Dirk did a lot of stuff for romance. Like, Dirk was kind of a romantic.
Yeah, he was, but like not in the same way that Nepeta
No, but I
knew.
think you can be romantic in a lot of different ways.
That's not what I'm talking about. A brand of romanticism.
I got you.
Yeah. I doubt it had anything. I doubt it had anything to do with my blog. But a few sweeps ago, a group of kids broke into my hive. I think they were high, maybe on sober. Whatever. They stole a bunch of my shit, killed my lusses, and some little psionic fuck broke both my legs with his brain. I hate it when that happens, dude.
Murder him.
Just because he thought it would be funny. What a bitch.
Alternia is fucked up, I tell you what.
Yeah.
You are riveted. You have a bit of a tragic backstory yourself, but nothing this dramatic. Polypa picks through the buttery exploded kernels with a delicate claw.
I was trapped in my hive. I would have starved to death if it hadn't been for some Tio who lived in my neighborhood. Just some little idiot who ran around with an Eastern Alternia replica sword, challenging Purbeys to duels.
This sounds like someone we're going to meet eventually.
Oh, probably. Tealbloods are pendetic bulge lords, but they care about justice, and these kids had attacked me for no reason. I didn't break any laws. Anyways, it's why I'm equal opportunity for how I take jobs. Low blood, high blood, everyone is scum.
Yeah, everyone is scum.
Everyone sucks.
Fuck
The world
'em.
is disgusting. They can all burn, and I can just eat this popcorn and watch good movies and not give a fuck.
In fact, I set
Give
the
a fuck.
fire. One of the kids in the row ahead of you turns around to tell Polypa she and her Moriel want to get all nasty and pale. Maybe you should get a room. Polypa kicks the back of her chair and tells her maybe she should mind her own fucking business.
Mind your own fucking
Like, mind
business.
your own fucking business. The girl looks about ready to jump over the back of her seat, but the guy next to her pats her firmly on the cheek. Almost.
So that's what a pap is. It's a slow motion slap.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of that sounds like exactly what you would expect it to be.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Violently violent, but like caringly.
Like, get your shit together. Slow slap. Almost a slow motion slap, firm and intense with plenty of uncomfortably intimate eye contact. The girl settles down after that and everyone goes back to watching the movie. The rest of it goes by with your head spinning and your heart in your throat. You are glad Polypa trusts you enough to share her past, but you are nervous about talking about it in public. About her talking about it in public. Wasn't the whole point of coming to the movies to, like, lay low?
Think about it. When that girl sees this description in the alert, she's not going to be thinking about the noisy alley boy getting all conciliatory in public. She's not even going to see the owl blood and think that girl can't even pronounce conciliatory. It's way safer than skulking around. Believe me. Let me announce my plan loudly in this theater where people are listening because they're angry at us for interrupting the movie.
Yes. Foolproof. Gosh,
Foolproof.
Polypa really is an expert. You are so glad you got to go on this date with her, even if it was mostly fake. As soon as you are back out on the street, Polypa pulls out her phone. Slowly, her face falls.
Oh no, her face fell off. Fuck, that little nook licker. I thought she bailed on me, but according to Chitter, she's dead. They got her.
Fuck her.
Fuck her, she's dead. Damn it. Dead. I told her to be careful.
Oh, she loved her. Her sadness is quickly turning to rage, vibrating off her in frantic waves. Her voice gets louder too, and people are starting to look your way. Heckling in a theater is one thing, shouting at a phone about murder is another. This is going south fast. You've got to calm her down.
We're gonna be Morels.
Shoosh pap.
Does that count as romance here? Or does that count as friendship? Because
It's a
it's not
romance.
friendship. Yeah, exactly. It's a romance.
It's
so
a-
are we fucking it up? Are we fucking it up?
Well, we as aliens don't know that we're not being friendship.
Yeah, but like, are we gonna fuck it up?
I don't know. I think we're being too intimate. Like, I think we don't know enough about
We're
the
gonna-
cultural
we're
stuff,
gonna
and we're
suck
like gonna do
Off a
something.
hot dog down her throat.
Yeah. What we're gonna do is shoosh pap her, and she's either going to be like, "Oh, this is fine," or she's going to kill us. I think those are our options. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
For lack of a better plan, you copy what you saw the troll inside do to his angry date. You press your palm firmly to her cheek. To your intense shock, she blushes a deep olive green and her eyes slip closed. She leans into your touch as if she is drawing comfort from this tiny little gesture. Then she blinks and pulls away. That's
it's not
cute.
like I like you, Babaka.
Babaka.
Listen.
What the fuck was that?
What? Oh, that was the motorcycle.
Okay.
Did I tell you apparently there was a car that set on fire at like 5 o'clock in the morning 2 nights ago?
As you do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Woke me up. I was angry. Listen. Listen, I'm technically on the clock right now. Let's be professional.
No. She bites her lips, hesitating. Then she reaches up and repeats the gesture on your face. An unbelievable warmth fills you. Could it be? The warmth of friendship?
No.
No.
You're weird looking, double horn amputee, with very few social skills, terrible survival instincts, and both short-term and long-term memory loss. But you're all right.
We are all of those things.
If you ever want to earn a little cash, I could use a partner I can depend on. You fucking beat up piece of trash.
You absolute hunk of garbage.
Dumpster fire of an individual barely standing on 2 feet. I went to the movies with you. We're gonna go kill people. Let's go.
Let's go.
Get in the car.
Is it raining? No. Those are just tears in your eyes. Tears of gratitude.
She should slap you for that. Quit crying. Okay, don't get too choked up. You're definitely just gonna be bait.
I'll take it.
Fair. Fair.
Use your polyp that due to your general ineptitude, you wouldn't want it any other way. We won!
Yay!
Yay! Look, we're still
Friendship.
crying, and we're back in the movie theater for some reason.
Okay, but they didn't address the fact that Morel's ship is a fucking romantic quadrant.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
That's... Oh.
I think you either have to know that or not.
But that doesn't follow into the spirit of things.
I kind of feel like this game, I think the trolls don't realize that they're supposed to explain things to us.
Oh, they don't.
And so we're just like, I don't know what's happening. And they're like, yeah, that's fine.
That's all right.
So that's probably why. Okay, so we'll pick it up next time on Fish Tank.
Fish Tank, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. We love you. Hope you enjoy yourself. And take care. Until next time. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye now.
Bye.